Ask the Messenger's TV show is a TV show that educates, informs, and entertains our viewers on public health issues such as mental illness, suicide, addiction, illness and disease, COVID-19 relief, crime, domestic violence, homelessness, human trafficking, employment opportunities, healthcare, and more. And now, Ask the Messengers.
This is Tina Nelson for Ask the Messengers, and we are right here in the city of Detroit, coming to you from the DWIHN headquarters. Today on our show, we are going to do a ride-along. We're going to talk to the Mobile Crisis Unit team to learn more about what they do and how they help and serve the city right there, meeting them where they stand. This is Tina Nelson for Ask the Messengers, and let's get started. The DWIHN Integrated Health Network provides services and support to 123,000 people in Wayne County. DWIHN serves people with mental illness, intellectual and developmental disabilities, individuals with substance use disorders, and children with serious emotional disturbance. DWIHN is the largest and most diverse community mental health agency in the state of Michigan, and it is committed to providing the highest quality of integrated health care to those it serves while working alongside its dedicated and compassionate provider network.
My name is Jakia Kellum. I am the Mobile Crisis Director for DWIHN Integrated Health Network.
Can you break that down? Director, what do you do for the crisis unit? What is your exact role?
Yes, so in my role, I am a director of the unit. So pretty much I do all the training, our workflows, the implementation of this wonderful program, training staff, and just being available for support and to help them to be able to serve the individuals in our community.
Now, in your role and speaking to our audience, tell me, what would you like for the audience to know and understand about the crisis units? And we're riding along, and just let them know what to expect or how it works. Can you give us that detail too?
Yeah, absolutely. So first thing I want the audience to know is that we all here on the mobile crisis team, we care. We're very passionate about the work that we do, and it is really our honor to be able to serve in the capacity we do. We are here to support the community in partnership with others that also can support the community as well. And so pretty much what it looks like is when you're in crisis, or maybe you have a family member in crisis, you can call our line, and we kept the number the same. So the number that we all are familiar with, 1-800-241-4949, when you are in crisis or you know someone in crisis, and a brief phone screening happens just so we can get the information and be able to support the individuals. The teams go out, and the teams are comprised of a master's level clinician and a peer support specialist. So they go to wherever the person at, and that could be their home, it could be a school, it could be their local church, it could be the mall. Where the person at in crisis, we're there to support, and they provide crisis intervention, stabilization, and de-escalation techniques. And also, too, they make sure to help to connect individuals with appropriate resources and other resources in the community.
Wow. So does it act similar to like the EMS? They call the hotline and then you dispatch them. Is that how it works?
Yes, very similar to that. Yes, if you're in crisis, you give us a call, we get some basic information, and then we come right to you where you are.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you for all that you do. And again, thank you, DWIHN, for all you do for us. And you keep doing that. And we are so happy, and we know that DWIHN cares.
Yes, thank you. And it's a pleasure to serve you all.
Absolutely. This is Tina Nelson for Ask the Messengers. We'll be right back, and we're going to talk to more people from the team of the DWIHN Mobile Crisis Units.
Stay tuned for more of Ask the Messengers.
All right, this is Tina Nelson for Ask the Messengers, and in this DWIHN Partnership Series, we're bringing you the mobile crisis units to kind of give you who's working behind the scenes, to let you know how it works, because one day, if you're ever in a crisis, you will actually know who to call, and you will know that they care, and they will come and take care of you as best as they can. But right now, I have a peer support specialist. She's going to tell us who she is and what she does, and what is a peer support specialist?
Hi, my name is Ethel Cranford, and I am a peer support specialist for DWIHN. And what is a peer support specialist? I'm an individual who has experienced mental illness, and now I am in recovery for that. So, with me having been on both sides of the spectrum, I can reach that individual. I have that personal experience of the way out. You know, Bill Gates said, if a person is born poor, it's not their fault. But if they die poor, it is their fault. If you have behavioral health issues and you're born that way, it's not your fault. But if you go on through your life without addressing it, it is your fault. The resources are here, and we want people to know that route to be free.
Awesome. So, in your role, when you show up and you're dealing with a situation, what are some of the techniques that you use if you show up for a really highly intense situation? How do you de-escalate it, and what are some of the techniques that you use personally?
Well, if it's highly intense, we call law enforcement. Okay. But if not, if they're a little agitated and all these things, first I try to make contact. See, I look them in their eyes. People don't care about what you know until they know how much you care. So I care, and I share parts of my story that would help them connect to me and let them know that there is a way out. There is, you know what? When I didn't want a diagnosis because I said, oh, people gonna look at me funny. But that was the most liberating part of my life, to learn who I was, how I can move to be who I wanted to be. So with learning those things and letting them know that there is a way out, there's a better way. And I say it loud, I have a diagnosis and I'm proud, because if some other individuals had a diagnosis and they knew it, do you think some of the things would be happening now that they are? Because they'll be addressing those issues. So I make contact, I give them direct eye contact, and you can feel the spirit when someone cares for you and you're open to hear what I have to hear. I'm not here to judge you or give my personal opinion. I'm here to connect with you and let you know there is a way.
Wow, I'm like Phil. I'm speechless, and that doesn't usually happen for me. I really appreciate what you do. Our street reporter, LaShawn Battle, she has 29 years in recovery. Okay,
Yeah, I know
and cool. And her thing is, I know me when I see me.
Right.
And one heart touches another heart. She always says that. So if you could just look in that camera and give some words of encouragement to someone who may be in a crisis or may be in need and, hesitant. Because, when you out there, you don't know where to go or don't even want to call anybody. So speak directly to someone right now.
There's help available. Call the 800 number. We are here and we care for you. There are so many ways that you can find out. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to do what Sean did. You just have to do something to find your way out. We are here to give you different avenues of that. And I love you, And here at DWIHN, we love you.
Wow, thank you so much. This is Tina Nelson, and look, I'm loving this moment. We will be right back. Thank you so much for all that you do, and you all do really care. I mean, everyone that we've worked with and we've met through the DWIHN system genuinely do care, from Eric Doa on down. I mean, you guys are really true to the heart.
Yes, and you know what? These are my people, and I am them. So I know sometimes it's difficult to get there, but we will walk with you. We'll hold your hand through the process.
Amen. This is Tina Nelson. Thank you so much for all that you do, and we continue to hold you up and keep you in prayer too while you're out there doing what you do.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Stay tuned for more on Ask the Messengers. All right, this is Tina Nelson, and we are back. And you have heard throughout this episode about the DWIHN crisis mobile units. You've heard from the peer support. You've heard from the director. You got a little bit of an idea of what it is and what the services they provide. But now comes the fun part. We are getting ready to go for a ride along. They just received a call. But before we take off, I thought it was really important that you meet the driver and the peer person who's going on this ride with us. So let's start here. Who are you?
My name is Virginia Harrell. I'm a mobile crisis team lead.
All right, and
William Carroll, peer support specialist.
Tell me, what is your role and what do you do in the unit?
I am a clinician. My job is to assess and to talk to the individual to determine what kind of services we can offer.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. And for you?
Mine is peer specialist and lived experience. So I'm just bringing my life experience to the situation to see where I can help.
Okay, well, listen, we gotta go. We gotta get on the bus. We gotta get on the car. We gotta, wait, hold on, wait. I said bus, car, van, trains, planes, automobiles. How we getting there? We going by,
in the van.
We going
by van today, y'all.
Yes, we are.
We ain't in trains, planes, and automobiles. We going in a what?
We're going in the van.
Now, is this a marked van or a non-marked?
No, it's a non-marked van. That's a white Chrysler van, non-marked.
Yes.
Neighbors won't say, oh, they got mental health services. No one knows.
Now, see, that's very important because the one thing is the big old EMS and the flashing lights and all. Y'all come kind of incognito.
Yes.
What?
Yes, we come low key so that we can bring the help that they need.
Awesome. I think that helps
And our
people feel
badges,
good.
we would not, have the badges seen, so, but we would show them to them that they would like.
So y'all just trying to tell me DWIHN is really here to help y'all. They here
Yes,
to talk,
that's
here
all
to
we
help.
do.
Y'all here to help for real.
That's it, we're here to help.
So the primary objective of the mobile units is to provide crisis intervention, stabilization, and de-escalation techniques to individuals of all ages experiencing a crisis in a community. Individuals may not be able to access certain services due to their insurance status, but with these units, we can help people regardless of their insurance status. And pretty much our goal is to provide individuals with immediate support and care right in their community, removing different barriers such as transportation. In that regard, we come to them. We can meet them anywhere they are in the community in Wayne County. So it can be in their home, it can be at their school, it could be at their local church, it could be at a park. Wherever they are in crisis, we are there to support. These mobile units are different because we are able to go where people are and give them services and support where they are most comfortable. So we're able to go to their homes, we can go to their schools, we can go to their local church, we can go to a community center. Wherever they are in crisis, we are able to go to them, removing that barrier of transportation.
Now they can call us, we can go right out and give that person the services that they really need. A lot of people do things because it's their job, but I believe everyone on this team, on the mobile crisis team, this is their purpose, to reach out to other individuals that are going through crisis. Just because you're going through a crisis at that moment, don't mean that you'll stay there the rest of your life.
Gained popularity. Joe Dudley's innovative approach to hair care, coupled with his passion for empowering others, helped the brand grow into a household name. Joe Dudley's legacy extends far beyond the products he created. He was a pioneer, a visionary, and a true champion of African American beauty and entrepreneurship. This February, we also remember the legacy of Carlton Northern. Carlton Northern, a beloved figure in Detroit's hair community, passed away on February 10, 2024. Known for his transformative hairstyling skills, Carlton was an artist who turned hair into a canvas. His dedication set him apart, making him a trendsetter in the Detroit beauty scene. Carlton's impact extended beyond Detroit, best known for his enduring partnership with Aretha Franklin. Carlton Northern's legacy is a testament to passion, dedication, and artistry. Let us remember and honor his contributions as well as we celebrate Black History Month.
In 1942, at the height of the Second World War, federal officials sought to build a housing development that would house families of men and women who were fighting overseas. They chose to put one of the developments here, the Sojourner Truth Homes. It was originally designed for African American families only. Well, that didn't set well with the neighboring community that was largely white, and they began to protest city officials about why a housing development for blacks was being built in their neighborhood. The city officials heard the white neighbors and changed their minds. They actually decided to make it a housing project for white families. Well, that upset the African American community. In February of 1942, African Americans did move into the Sojourner Truth homes, but it wasn't without a fight. African Americans were faced with picketers who happened to be white, who would not allow African Americans to move into the site. Federal and local officials began to move into the community and escort African Americans into their new homes, but the issue would cause a reverberation throughout the city in terms of when new public housing was built, would it be in white communities or in black communities? Would it be for whites or would it be for blacks? Over the last 70 some odd years, the Sojourner Truth homes have been a housing site for Detroiters. Over the years, the structures have changed, the buildings have changed, but the site has remained a federally funded public housing project, and it still operates, as you can see here today.
Well, that concludes this week's episode of Ask the Messengers. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would like to help support our show, please feel free to make a donation of any kind by visiting our show website, www.askthemessengers.org. If you prefer to mail donations, please make check or money order payable to Ask the Messengers TV show and send it to 18400 Schaefer Highway, Detroit, Michigan 48235. Ask the Messengers is the program that deals with things that help you. Thank you for watching.